Isn't it weird how many empty seats in the Jay Slater case there are? Like there's a mass exit. Nobody's left but a handful of creators. All our favorite players in the game that we suspect shut it all down at once. But, hello my beautiful. Welcome to 1111 True Crime. Ab's gone. Joe, 1987. Same time as Ab, Quinky Dink, right? Mark Williams, poof, gone. Oh, wait, we got Luggy off YouTube. Same time. Luggy's gone. Rach has shut the heck up. Haven't heard a word from her. Wax has nudged her. I've nudged her. Can't get a peep out of her. That's weird. But they all stopped at once. Now, it's being announced that we have an inquisition. Now, I haven't verified it. I just heard it on Wax, but I trust Wax Unfiltered. Mass exit. So I wanted to talk about these people. Mark Williams, Luggy, Chris T, Ab and Rocky, and this dude, as well as Rachel, are all out of it now. Done. So somebody made the comment, maybe it's because there's allegedly a documentary coming out, which I can say I've heard strong rumors, and that they all got told to be quiet. What do you think? Could that be why? Someone said it's because of the Inquisition, and that's why they're now backtracking, because they're like, oh crap, get rid of anything to do with, it's over. Like, they're done. They're deleting things. They're privating pages. It's getting all at once. And it's like boom, 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 boom. All of them. So what is this big thing that just hit that made all these people decide to just get quiet? I do think it's strange that we've all begun to focus back onto the situation at hand and what all started out about a VIP, and now we're starting to connect that there are VIPs out there that have suppressed that they were at that location. And face it, nobody's above the law, right? P diddy do be bop 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 boo. We have narrowed it down to the concept that this is not just some kid that other kids got mad at that are all like unknowns, because the government is not going to cover that up in a huge way. But yet, even though they couldn't find Jay, the Spaniards or Spanish police, they were like, oh no, we don't need any help from the British. We're just going to call the search off. The parents were told, no, you can't see the body. There's pieces of Jay that have to be a second reparation, and I probably said it wrong, to now still come over. From there, 2 separate, here's your son, packages. Did we ever get all of Jay? When I look at these people, and I think about what each one of them has shared with us, and what has been the story that these individuals on your screen has tried to sell, every one of them have all tried to lead us to believe the same thing, except for Joe. He wants us to believe that Jay is still alive. Could he be right? I don't know. Could he be Ab? Maybe. He could be anybody. There's no way for us to know. It would benefit somebody that had actually done the job to make up some fantastic story of why Jay's still alive, because then it takes us away from the last proof of life, because it's no longer valid over here. If we go over here and believe he's okay. Mark Williams believed that Jay went to Masca. He bought the narrative. He tried to sell it as if it was this underworld that somehow, and these kids, the Brady kids were all involved. He's the one that gives the reports, right? He just doesn't seem to be a good detective. He talks to these people, but he doesn't seem to do anything but come on here and go, I know what happened, the family know what happened, but we can't tell you what happened. Maybe someday. But he did talk about some underworld currents and all this, and I don't know what he means by underworld connections and stuff, but it made me think about raves and rugs. We all heard about all the littering there was. Like, you could not go anywhere without seeing bags, and we've all suggested that could have been a part of this world. If those people also have created not only a market for rugs, they could also provide the venue. So it goes hand in hand. Kind of like the razor and the strap from the 1950s when they created the perfect razor, and it was so cheap and it was no problem to get. But as soon as that razor was dull and you needed a new blade, oh damn, now that's where they get you. So this is what they do in a sense with this, environment. And in that, they have a lot to protect because they're also bringing in DJ players, VIPs, pumping up with the beat. Energy passes between a light bulb and your hand if you touch it, right? Energy is a battery. NRG is the rave. It's all about energy. And so they're going to pump up those kids and get them in a state to where they're all moving the same, they're all doing the same, they're all the same mentality. It's a place we can belong. That feeling of acceptance and belonging is something they want, and they will continue to jump for and jump for and jump for. So it's very protected. And so when I look at the players in the game, right, they're very protective because they don't really know how to bring the story out because it goes high up, all the way up to like, this person is a boat person. He probably has a lot of business on that island. He cannot afford for this to make the tourist industry go down if his entire business is based on taking people on a boat, which I don't know if it is. This dude is property development. He wants to make them all happy. This dude is allegedly showing around when the big boys come to town. Take the big boys out to jumping jacks. Take them out to this. Take them out to that, right? And so you actually have this hive mindset of every one of them, every single one of them telling us that Jay went to Masca and walked or ran off the cliff. From Mark Williams Thomas to Lucky to Chris Tenegrief to Aya, there's some reason they're all gone. I love you to the moon and back. And my lovelies, I believe that's a wrap.